When I first met Sarah, she had this way of lighting up everything around her. She wasn't just beautiful, she was alive in a way that made every ordinary day feel extraordinary. Her laughter could fill an empty room, and her smile could melt the hardest moods. Somehow, out of everyone she could have chosen, she chose me. Together, we built a life that felt gentle but real, fragile in its own way. Morning coffees that turned into conversations about nothing, walks through soft rain, late nights whispering dreams in the dark. I gave her everything I had, no hesitation, no fear, because I believed in her. In us. In the kind of forever that only fools and lovers talk about. But forever ended one quiet Thursday night. I came home earlier than usual, holding her favorite pastries, a small surprise, something to make her smile after a long day. But what I found instead tore everything apart. Her phone was sitting unlocked on the table. I'd never been the kind of man to pry, but something that night felt off, a pull I couldn't explain. I looked. Just once. That was enough. The messages were there. Not just casual words. Intimate ones. Emotional ones. The kind you only send when you're in love. But she wasn't writing to me. She was in love with someone else. I didn't confront her. Couldn't. My world collapsed in silence. I packed a small bag, left the pastries untouched on the table, and walked out. No note. No goodbye. Just the sound of my own heartbeat breaking in the dark. I drove until the city lights disappeared behind me, until the pain softened into something empty. I ended up in a small coastal town where the air smelled like salt and second chances. I changed my number, deleted everything online, and slipped into anonymity. I fixed boats, rented a modest room by the docks, and kept my head down. The hurt never truly left, but it dulled, became a scar I could live with. I thought she'd fade with time, like a song I'd finally forget the words to. But she didn't. One stormy afternoon, as thunder rolled across the bay, I was locking up the workshop when I saw her, Sarah. Standing at the edge of the docks, drenched, clutching an old photograph of us. For a moment, my breath stopped. She looked smaller somehow, fragile, older, worn by guilt. When her eyes met mine, tears streaked down her face. She said my name like it was something precious she'd been afraid to lose forever. I wanted to turn away, to protect what little peace I'd built. But I couldn't move. My feet stayed frozen as she stepped closer, slow and uncertain. "I've been looking for you," she whispered, her voice trembling. She told me the affair hadn't lasted, that he'd left her soon after I disappeared. That she hadn't realized what she had until it was gone. That the guilt had eaten her alive every single day since. Her apology wasn't polished or perfect, it was messy, human, full of regret. I just listened. My heart didn't forgive, but it remembered. The rain came down harder, cold against my skin, and I wanted to scream, to ask why I'd never been enough. But when I looked at her, I saw the same emptiness that had been living in me. Then she said softly, "I didn't come here to win you back. I just needed to see you again. To tell you I never stopped loving you, even when I failed you." Something inside me cracked, not forgiveness, not anger, but something in between. Recognition. Two broken people standing in the rain, carrying the same pain from opposite sides. She placed the photograph in my hands, our smiles frozen in a time before everything fell apart. Then she turned and walked away without another word. I didn't follow. I couldn't. But I couldn't throw the photo away either. Maybe time won't erase everything. Maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe some loves aren't meant to be healed, only carried, piece by piece, until they stop hurting quite so much.